So thank you all so much for joining in. Um, Today we're going to work with habits and addictions. So a lot of things we do, a lot of our actions in life, often feel that they come compulsively. So for lack of another word, they just happen instinctually, where you feel that you don't have too much control, but it just happens. So for instance, if someone calls you a liar, then there is a certain way you end up reacting almost every time, even though you may understand on a cognitive level that the other person could be coming from anger or just a place to hurt you, and that needn't just be completely true. But something takes over, right? And these are what become habits. So habits, according to me, is just something that you feel takes over you rather than you being in charge of it. So if you with awareness choose to get angry, that's different. But if you compulsively get that way and you just feel that there is no immediate control or no immediate taking charge that you can do, but it just happens, all those tendencies are somewhere habits and addictions. So yes, I know when we talk about habits and addictions, it's usually the more obvious ones, which also are included, of course, like it could be I don't know, addictions to say chocolate or caffeine or smoking or drinking or drugs, or even habits of having to watch something before sleeping, having to go through a certain thing before sleeping, or a habit of talking a certain way to someone. The the underlying common thing between all of them, whether it's a substance habit addiction or a behavioral habit addiction, is the one question: that can you take charge of it? Can you be okay if someday, or if one day, you don't have to do that? So for instance, if you don't have a cup of coffee, will you be okay? If you don't watch something before sleeping, will you be fine? If you don't do R5 one day, will you be okay? Even that. So anything, when we start to depend on it, somewhere it begins to replace or substitute a certain void in our life. And that's when anything becomes a habit or an addiction. Till then, it's fine. I mean, yes, it's a very healthy practice to meditate and to do R5 and all. But if tomorrow you're traveling, say with a group of people, and you're not able to sit by yourself, will you completely lose it, or will you be okay? That is the fine line of understanding whether something is a habit, an addiction, or it just is something that I'm making an aware choice of. Yeah. Do we have any questions till now, or are we okay with the understanding of habits and addictions? So the long and short of it is, habits are generally used to fill up a void or an emptiness. And most often than not, it starts off with it becoming a coping mechanism. So it starts off with a particular habit. We do it for the first time, second time, third time, maybe even the fourth time, simply as a coping mechanism. And then it just becomes this space of, it becomes compulsive. It is very important that you understand and identify what is it that you are trying to find completeness in, because of which you resorted to that particular habit or addiction. And start working with that incompletion first. So, like, a lot of people get into a habit and addiction of smoking simply because it becomes a way of bonding with people. It becomes a way of belonging. So somewhere the thought process was that I'm not belonged, or there was a huge fear of being alone, which is why it started off. So when you start working with that root cause, at least that association to fill up that void goes away. Which is why almost invariably we say to addicts that you'd rather have a healthy and a happy association with something that you have, like a liking towards, rather than an unhappy association. Because the unhappy association is what you're using to fill up the void. And that is when it has more of addictive tendencies. Yeah. So we will take a moment to come together, and in this space, whatever is the first habit or addiction that's coming into your space as of now, let's address that today. And then let's see if you want to use this channel or this way to work on other addictions and habits that could be coming into your space. Okay? All right, so let's begin with closing our eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in love, happiness, joy. And breathe out anything which is unwanted, anything that is no longer needed. Breathe in alignment to the resource energy. Breathe in alignment to your life plan. And breathe out any distractions, facades, masks. Return to normal breathing. And please connect to your higher consciousness. Connect to radical consciousness. Connect to radical masters, healing masters, healing angels, healing guides. Request them for their guidance, their assistance. And from this space, just ask yourself, what is that habit or addiction that I need to address, acknowledge, and understand today. Just request for that guidance and go with first thoughts, first feelings, first impressions. What is that habit or addiction that needs my attention today? Once you have an idea of what that is, request or intent for the first time that you resorted to that habit, or for the first time that you decided that yes, this is needed for me. This could appear in form of a younger you, it could appear in form of a metaphor, a color, a texture, an object, a feeling. Anything is okay. Just let that part of you surface up. Look at that part. And let's all affirm that I see you. I feel you. I acknowledge your truth. I love and accept you. I honor you. I honor the brilliance in you. I am you and you are me. I see you. I feel you. I acknowledge your truth. I love and accept you. I honor you. I honor the brilliance in you. I am you and you are me. One more time. I see you. I feel you. I acknowledge your truth. I love and accept you. I honor you. I honor the brilliance in you. I am you and you are me. And just check what's happening to that part of you. Maybe it has changed form, maybe it's disappeared, maybe it has a message for you. So now just look at whatever is remaining and just say, I R5 the brilliance in you. 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 I R5 my remaining need to hold on to you. I R5 my remaining need to hold on to you. I R5 my remaining need to hold on to you. I R5 my association of you with comfort. I R5 my association of you with comfort. I R5 my association of you with comfort. I R5 my association of you with safety. IR5, my association of you with safety. IR5, my association of you with safety. IR5, my association of you with growth. 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 IR5, my association of you with love and belonging. IR5, my association of you with love and belonging. IR5, my association of you with love and belonging. IR5, my need to cope through you. IR5, my need to cope through you. IR5, my need to cope through you. And now check what's happening in that space. What is happening to that part of you who has been clinging on to this habit or addiction? Does it feel freer? A little more liberated? If there is still some remaining resistance, ask, what is it? Why am I holding on to it? If you feel like putting down the reason for the resistance in the chat box, you can. Or otherwise, just simply look at that resistance and just say to it that you are my soul's love. 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 My fear of imperfections is my soul's love. My fear of imperfections is my soul's love. My fear of imperfections is my soul's love. IR5, my perception of perfection. 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 And finally, I maintain an appropriate grip over my experience of receiving and contributing. I maintain an appropriate grip over my experience of receiving and contributing. I maintain an appropriate grip over my experience of receiving and contributing. And with that, slowly, feeling a little more whole and complete, a little more in charge, come back into the here and now. And as and when you feel ready, you may open your eyes. Okay, how's everyone doing? Feels good and relaxed. Okay, lovely. Thank you. Others, how are you feeling? How are we doing? Feels good. Okay. Any thoughts, any questions that you would like to ask? Or it feels settled?
Hello.
Yeah, hi Barinder.
My question is, like, our pains, they also we form them as habits? Our power games, they also become habits after some time?
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of us start to form an association of pains with growth. And every time you want to grow or do something better, you invariably put it on the body. And people.
But if it is,
sorry?
if the pains are like throughout, like they never seem to stop, the whole body keeps on paining, all the joints pain throughout the day.
Yeah.
So we are associating with it, right?
Yes, somewhere there is a deep rooted, maybe not even from this life, maybe from before, an association or a guilt of causing bodily pain, because of which the pain is there with you through and through. Okay, so
we have to form association of pain, growth with pain?
Yes, R5 association of growth with pain, growth with physical pain, and R5 guilt of causing pain to others.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so if the head is feeling very heavy, then you want to just check what is the metaphysical pressure masters are putting on you to let go of some habit that you could be resisting. So just check what is the resistance and what is the requirement. There could be a gap there because of which the head is feeling a little heavy. Priya, yeah? Okay. All right, okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. We will meet next week. Please take care of yourselves and bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.